I'm Stephen Mangan, and I'm an actor.
And what brings you to the literary festival?
I don't really know why I'm here. They asked me to come. I haven't written anything. I don't really. I'm trying to write something. Maybe they heard about that. Maybe they psycho. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But no, I don't know why I'm here. But I'm very pleased to be here.
Well, maybe it's to do with you playing Dirk Gently and Adrian. Maybe it's the literary connection there.
Could be, and I play a writer in episodes, so maybe that's something to do with it. In fact, a lot of people think I wrote episodes, which I don't disabuse them of that notion because it's quite handy.
Yeah,
really.
It's a great show. With playing those characters, though, Dirk Gently and Adrian, did you feel a certain pressure coming to them in terms of people have their own impressions of them as?
Yeah, definitely. Some of those literary figures are like real people. In fact, they're worse than real people because if you play a real person, there's a an objective standard there. I played Tony Blair for the comic strip, and we all know what he looks and sounds like. So you can be judged on how much you look like him or sound like him. But of course, everyone has their own picture in their head of what Adrian Mole looks like, and everyone has a picture in their head of what Dirk Gently looks like. And they're two incredibly loved characters. So I felt a tremendous amount of pressure. More so with Dirk Gently because he's part of that slightly science fiction. Douglas Adams is held in such rabid affection by people that it's almost sacrilege to get it wrong. So yeah, but you know, I'd feel more pressure if I wasn't playing any characters at all. I was very happy to be asked.
So birthday you've just done, and I wanted to know if you missed the bump at all.
I gave birth 64 times during the 8-week run of birthday, and who knew giving birth was so tiring? Yeah, I don't miss the bump. It weighed 2 stone. Couldn't complain about that to my wife because I would get a look which said 9 months. You wear it for an hour and a half every evening. But it was a cracking play. I never thought I would be giving birth on stage, let alone at the Royal Court. But for a play that could so easily have been a gimmicky idea, I think Joe Penhall, who wrote it, created a really complicated and interesting and funny piece about parents really going through that extraordinary sort of 48 hours in their lives, which really is undercovered. I can't think of many books, films, plays about the actual giving birth bit of being a human being.
Will we see it again?
Yes, they wanted to transfer it to the West End. I wasn't sure I could spend another 4 months giving birth 8 times a week. Possibly Broadway, we don't know. But like all good plays, it'll be back, if not the production that I was in.
Excellent. So, a random one. How much do you really hate Julian Rhind-Tutt?
Boringly from your point of view, Julian Rhind-Tutt and I get on very well. But I so enjoyed taking the mickey out of him on Green Wing.
Were you in, I can't remember if this is correct, I'm sure I know, but you were in Midsummer Night's Dream together?
We were in Midsummer Night's Dream together, yes. He played Puck up a ladder, and I played Lysander or Demetrius, I can't remember. And we were also in Sword of Honour, the adaptation of the Evil and War trilogy, which starred Daniel Craig, which was 1990. I don't know, 6 or 7, something like that. Maybe a bit later than that. So yes, we do go back. The Ginger Jesus, Julian Rhind-Tutt.
So you said that you have been thinking about writing something. What is it you're thinking about writing?
Well, I'm actually writing something. I mean, let's put my cards on the table. I'm actually in the middle of writing a film, and that's all I'm prepared to say at the moment. Because I found with ideas that as soon as you try and explain an idea, especially if it's still half-formed, it sort of kills it a bit. Something inside of you dies. Because hopefully the best way to express that idea is the finished product of what you're working on. So that's all I'm prepared to say at the moment, and retain a shroud of enigma.
Have you thought about writing a book, and if so, what on earth would you write?
No, I've never thought about writing a book. I'm an actor, I've got nothing to say. I'm a very facile, shallow, and boring individual. So I better leave writing to people with much more discipline and intelligence and creativity than I'll ever have. I'm very lucky. I live in a little part of London called Primrose Hill, and we have a proper, lovely little bookshop. I don't think you can beat the sensation of wandering down an aisle of books, just looking for something to read. It's a sensation you'll never be able to replicate on a computer. And having a real live human there to help you and guide you and talk you through what they're into, find out what you're into, make suggestions. I hope we never lose that.